JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, cop and boat captain in custody as narcotics police make major drug bust. The narcotics police made 2 major drug busts in the corporate area and St. Catherine within 24 hours. In the first incident, about 9 p.m. on Wednesday, detectives from the Narcotics Division and the St. Catherine South Police conducted a targeted operation in the Portmore fishing village along Dyke Road. The operation was aimed at targeting people involved in the guns or drugs trade between Jamaica and Haiti, the police said. During the operation, the lawmen seized a 9mm pistol, a .380 pistol, 11 9mm cartridges, 2.380 cartridges, approximately 5 kilos of cocaine, $6,400, a 32-foot boat, a Toyota Probox motor car, and a Nissan Caravan. 2 men were taken into custody, a boat captain and a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF. Their names are being withheld pending further investigations. The cocaine has an estimated street value of $250,000. Detectives are also investigating the circumstances surrounding the seizure of approximately 55 kilograms of cocaine at the west terminal of the Kingston Freeport Terminal yesterday morning. Reports are that during a joint operation by the Narcotics Police and the Jamaica Customs Agency, a 40-foot container was searched and 2 duffel bags, each containing 25 parcels of cocaine weighing approximately 55 kilograms were found. The drugs have an estimated street value of approximately $2 million. 20-year-old caught with submachine gun. Officers assigned to the St. Andrew North Police Division seized an MC-11 submachine gun with a magazine containing 8 9mm cartridges during an operation on Sunrise Crescent yesterday. 1 man was arrested and charged. Charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition is 20-year-old Alex Mitchell of Artis District, Yalas in St. Thomas. Reports are that about 7:30 a.m., lawmen were conducting an operation in the Sunrise Crescent community when Mitchell was seen running towards an unfinished building. He was pursued by the lawmen, caught and searched, and the firearm was found in his waistband. He was subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. Man fatally shot in drive-by attack in Vineyard Town. A man was shot dead in a drive-by attack in Vineyard Town, St. Andrew, on Thursday morning. He has been identified as 47-year-old Merrick Isaacs, a resident of South Side in Central Village. About 11:50, Isaacs was sitting on a chair on Aisley Avenue when a motorcycle drove up. It's reported that the open gunfire hitting Isaacs. He was pronounced dead at hospital. Auto mechanic dies from 2-vehicle crash in Bog Walk. An auto mechanic died as a result of injuries he sustained in a motor vehicle crash in Bog Walk, St. Catherine, on Tuesday night. The deceased has been identified as 22-year-old Winroy Hyatt of Commodore District in Linstead, St. Catherine. It is reported that about 7:45 p.m., 2 motor vehicles, a Toyota RAV4 and a Toyota Allion in which Hyatt was a passenger, were traveling towards Bog Walk from Linstead. While proceeding along a section of the roadway, the driver of the Allion reportedly attempted to overtake another vehicle and collided into the RAV4. The Toyota Allion then crashed into a ditch along the roadway. The police were alerted, and all the injured persons were taken to the hospital where Hyatt died. 2 other persons who were in the Toyota Allion were admitted for treatment, while the occupants of the other vehicle were released from hospital. It is not clear how many persons were actually traveling in the Toyota RAV4 at the time of the crash. The police said investigations are ongoing into the incident. Government planning strategy to quiet major crime-producing areas. The government has identified 20 major crime-producing communities across the island and is devising strategies to quiet them. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the disclosure last Thursday during a question and answer session. While declining to name the communities, Holness said there were urban and urbanized areas with heavily armed gangs which are under the control of dons. According to Holness, these communities need measures such as zones of special operations, ZOZOs, and states of public emergency, SOE, to tackle the particular element of violence that they record. We have communities at war with each other and at war with the state. That is a war that needs to be addressed. Young men with guns under some kind of nefarious leadership use these guns not just for economic benefits. It is not just that they're going out to rob and that's how they live. They're using it to settle conflicts that you and I would just say, come and buy you a beer, and to laugh and talk over, said Holness. He noted that gangsters in these communities do not want the security forces to police them, and they often erect barriers to keep out the police and to prevent their rivals from driving through and attacking them. 90% of the youths in these communities are not attached to anything. They are not in schools regularly. They are not in any training program, and they are fodder for gang warfare, said Holness, as he took a thinly veiled swipe at the people who have criticized the use of the SOEs. The people who are writing all kinds of things in the newspapers about rights and the government trying to get powers to abuse rights never yet wrote one line that would explain to the mother who lost her son because of some silly gang war, what about her rights to see her son grow up? What about the rights of the people who live in all of these communities to live in peace? They can't get up in the morning in peace, added Holness, as he recounted a story of an elderly woman who has to endure men armed with illegal guns using her yard as a walkway. We need to keep peace in some of these communities, and we do not have enough police and soldiers to maintain the kind of peacekeeping that is necessary, said Holness. He pointed out that large numbers of armed youngsters in these communities use the power of the gun to solve social problems. We have to intervene. We have to use exceptional powers to address this epidemic that we have of crime and violence. And that is how we have used the SOEs and the ZOZOs to manage certain communities, and it has worked, declared Holness. He pointed to the reduction in crime in the St. James community of Mount Salem and the corporate area communities of Augustown, Greenwich Town, and the sections of Denham Town which were declared ZOZOs. We have shown that if we take this approach, which is to dominate the space, control ingress and egress from the space, have high-level community engagement, and bring in parallel community development, then we can control the crime. But that is a manpower-intense strategy. So we're trying to figure out now the next step. How do we use technology to reduce the reliance on human resources? Because we need the policemen and women and the soldiers to put them in other areas as well, added Holness. COVID deaths surpass 700 as Jamaica records 233 new cases. Jamaica's COVID-19 death toll surpassed 700 after recording 16 virus-related deaths yesterday, as the country recorded 233 new cases of the virus. The total number of confirmed cases in the country now stands at 43,473, of which 22,978 are active. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, 6 of the deaths were previously listed as under investigation. The deaths were 2 men from Kingston and St. Andrew, ages 58 and 60, 3 women from Westmoreland, ages 63, 73 and 87, 2 men from St. James, ages 77 and 34, 2 women from Hanover, ages 75 and 54, 2 women from Trelawney, ages 47 and 56, 2 men from St. Catherine, ages 67 and 80, and a 69-year-old man from St. Anne, a 76-year-old man from St. Elizabeth, and a 2-year-old boy from Portland also died. The ministry said the deaths occurred between January 12 and April 14. Of the 233 new cases, there were 134 females and 99 males with ages ranging from 3 months to 99 years. The cases were reported in St. Catherine 75, Kingston and St. Andrew 59, St. James 18, St. Anne 17, St. Thomas 13, St. Mary 11, Portland 9, Manchester 8, Westmoreland and Clarendon 7 each, Trelawney 6, and Hanover 3. The country also recorded 103 recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 19,472. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.